Welcome to Lesson 9 of the Fundamentals in the Theme Writing Strategy. This is Lesson 9, Creating Subtopics. Lesson 9, this one says 9A because there are actually 3 learning sheets that go with this one. So I'm going to give you the notes in this first video and show you how to do the first learning sheet. And then the next 2 learning sheets will have their own 30-second video to show you how to do it. Make sure you're following the instructions if you are not, if you're skipping the videos. If you do the learning sheet wrong, I'm going to make you go back and do it again because you have to master each skill before you move on to the next one. So we're still working in our fundamentals and theme writing part of our binder. So any notes you get today can go in this part of your binder. Before we dive in, let's quickly review. We know that right now we're working on the tower strategy to write themes, which is another word for essays. Right now we're still working on steps T and O, the think and organize strategies. So we're still working in this area. So we're on lesson 9 right now. So this should be in your binder. You can feel free to cross off all the lessons 1 through 8. Those are done. We're on lesson 9 today, and we're still working in this bubble. So this first bubble can be colored in because we've finished it. This one we're still working on. So yesterday, or in our last lesson, in lesson 8, you learned how to find the subtopics in a brainstormed list and make a code for the subtopics. You also added some details. You might have noticed that each lesson is helping you create more and more of the tower diagram on your own. So as you recall, you're working on learning the think and organize steps of the tower strategy. This is lesson 9. Today, you're going to practice another skill related to subtopics. You're going to start creating subtopics. You will have some subtopics, but we'll have to come up with another. This is an important skill to learn well. You will need to know how to create subtopics when you have only thought of 1 or 2 subtopics and maybe have no subtopics for your theme. Before we take a look at the learning sheet you will be completing, let's talk for a few minutes about subtopics. There are 2 characteristics of subtopics that are important to remember. First, they cover a main idea related to the topic. Second, subtopics are related to each other and to the topic in a similar way. Let's take a look at some subtopics to see what that means. Okay, look at this set of subtopics that is related to the topic furniture. Each subtopic is a type of furniture, and each is related to the topic. In addition, all subtopics are related to each other in the same way. That is, they each represent the types of materials used in furniture. So our topic is furniture, and we have metal furniture, wooden furniture, plastic furniture, and glass furniture. In the second set of subtopics, we have several reasons for not smoking cigarettes. Each of the subtopics is a major reason, and it is related to the topic in the same way as the other subtopics. So number 2, our topic is health reasons not to smoke cigarettes. And we have lung cancer, throat cancer, teeth, and harms others' health. Let's look at another set of subtopics related to furniture. Living room furniture, bedroom furniture, porch furniture, and wooden furniture. Which subtopic doesn't seem to fit? In other words, which subtopic doesn't belong in this group of subtopics? In this one, we would take out wooden furniture. Let's think about this some more. Is some furniture wooden? Yes, we know some furniture is wooden. And we saw in the first set of subtopics that wooden can be a good subtopic. Like it's up here, and that's a good one. So the difference between wooden appearing in the first set of subtopics and appearing in this new set of subtopics, it doesn't belong in this one because it's not related to the other subtopics in the same way, or it's related to materials in furniture, and the other subtopics are related to the rooms in which furniture is placed. So when we have living room furniture, bedroom furniture, and porch furniture, those are all about which rooms furniture can be in. Wooden furniture is a different type of subtopic because it's talking about what the furniture is made out of. So this one doesn't fit in this topic. So the subtopics in the first set, like we said, are all related to materials used to build furniture, like here. But in this subtopic, it's all about where the materials are. Okay, let's look at the fourth one. Let's look at this next subtopic related to the theme topic of clocks. We have subtopics materials in clocks, parts of clocks, minutes, and types of clocks. Not all of these subtopics relate to the topic in the same way. So the one we would take out would be minutes. Although the word minutes is related to clocks, it really doesn't belong here. The other subtopics are about the materials clocks are made of, the parts of clocks, and the types of clocks. Each of these subtopics tells us a main idea related to clocks, and each subtopic is at the same level of meaning as the others. If we were to cross out minutes and add another subtopic, we could add things like uses for clocks or places for clocks. Okay. Make sure the subtopics are related to the topic in a similar way is really important, especially in short themes. If you have a mismatch of subtopics, you will have a lot of difficulty writing the introduction and concluding paragraphs for your theme. You'll also have trouble making the whole paper flow from start to finish. However, if your subtopics are related to each other in a meaningful way, writing the theme will be easy. So here in number 5, we have high school courses. We did social studies courses, science courses, English courses, and algebra. The one that we'd take out would be algebra because that is more specific. That is one course, whereas social studies courses, science courses, English courses are more broad. And then finally, number 6, we have winter sports equipment, ski poles, skating equipment, snowboarding equipment. The one we would take out would be ski poles because, again, it doesn't relate to the topic the same way that everything else does. Okay. So let's take a look at learning sheet 9A. For this learning sheet, you need to do exactly what we've been doing. That is, you need to look at the topic and subtopics, circle the subtopic that doesn't fit, and come up with a new subtopic that does fit. Write the new subtopic on the line. So this is the practice sheet. This is not one you need to turn in. You can feel free to follow along if you want. We're doing exactly what I just did. So I'll look at the topic. It is footwear. I'll look at my subtopics. Footwear for bad weather, footwear for sports, shoes, and footwear for dress-up occasions. The one I want to get rid of is shoes because it doesn't follow the same pattern. It doesn't relate in the same way as everything else. So I'm going to highlight, bold, circle, whatever you need to do to make sure that one stands out. It means I'm crossing it out. And I'm going to replace it with footwear for snowy weather. Okay, and that could be my new subtopic. Then I go down to number 2, types of transportation. My subtopics are land transportation, water transportation, vehicles for going over barriers, and space transportation. And I am going to get rid of vehicles for going over barriers because it doesn't relate to the types of transportation the same way my other subtopics do. So I've got land transportation, water transportation, space transportation, and maybe I will write underground transportation for my new subtopic. All right, last one I'll do is plants, and then you're doing learning sheet 9B on your own. Plants. I have plants for decoration, plants for shelter, food, and plants for medicine. I'm getting rid of food because it doesn't fit my topic the way the others do. And I will say plants for health reasons. Okay, so that is how you're going to do learning sheet 9B. It looks like this online. Otherwise, it'll be a photocopy from the book if you're doing it on paper. When you're done with that, you're going to work on the next 2 lessons for lesson 9.